Yeah, 2-0 to Hull City, a club that has never, not once in 10 Premier League meetings, beaten Man United. A club that has never, that basically signed no big nobodies in the summer. Half of the squad that they've signed are not even big stars that we all know of. And her club, half the county had written off for relegation before a ball even kicked off. They hosted us into at the home stadium, the MKM Stadium, and they battered us. Not batters us on the counter, not batters us with one moment of magic, two set pieces, one free kick and one corner kick. Two goals we should not be conceding in a school playground, not let alone the opening day of the Premier League season with a manager who's just been handed down this permanent job. Let alone this manager has had experience facing against Hull City as a player. He should have known Hull City inside and out, but he got embarrassed by that club at league, because we're going to every single one of this moment, because and nobody in this club is safe enough, because I'm pissed off at that performance they gave us yesterday. Yeah. Who conceded the goals? The first goal, the first goal was conceded in the 17th minute. It was conceded by the centre backs, by the Nigerian centre back Sami Ajayi, who scrambled home from a corner of Rajan Slater Rivari. Ask so who was marking Sami Ajayi, and why was there a breakdown in that marking? We look like scattered heads in that box, and there was no man marking basically, and we just look like boys. That's boys trying to find a man here and there, here and there. Looking confused, and it's the same thing we saw last season, same thing we saw two last seasons. We don't know how to mark corner kicks. It's the same issues. We have perfected scoring corner kicks. We have perfected improving our attacking of set pieces, but now defending those set pieces, we are still horrible. And match days one of a new season, a new manager, it's the same issue, same player, new players, same issue. When are we going to learn? Is it now that we have to bring in a specialist who knows how to defend the set pieces? I think it reaches a point where Ian Enos needs to learn that we need to bring in a set piece specialist to teach us how to defend a corner kick, to teach us how to defend the free kick. It's basic things we need to learn how to defend. And we're paying them millions. We're paying these players millions, or even six figures on their checks every week, and they cannot do basic defending of basic day football. Yeah. Second goal we conceded was by Nobel Mendy. Hull City marquee summer signing powers in a header from another Slater set piece. This one was a free kick. This one pissed me off more than the 17th minute one pissed me off. This time it's a free kick to the back post. Same story, same lack of physicality, same lack of body on a man in the air. There's no one hammer in the those 2 points. Same source, same failure, 31 minutes apart. That's not even bad luck. That's a coaching and concentration problem that repeats itself mid-game with zero adjustment at the break. And that's something Carrick should ask himself. I thought Carrick was going to fix this problem, because I saw this problem when he was interim manager. I saw this problem when he was assistant manager, and what is his name? It was under Ruben Amrin, or guys, or something like that. I saw that issue that we're having, under him, but he's still having the same issue when he's permanent manager. Who so this is not a one-off. This is the latest entry into in a multi-season in Man United set piece defending crisis, because we do have a crisis. Either we need to hire specialists in defending those set pieces as a staff member, or or maybe we need to find set backs who know how to defend those set pieces, because Eddie Heaven cannot defend a set piece. Maguire is horrible at defending a set piece. Yeah. So who's to blame for this? The player's point of view. Now this is where I get more pissed off. The player's point of view. What the hell was that backline doing? The backline gets no passes. They get beaten twice from a set piece by a newly promoted side with a fraction of spending power is unacceptable at this level. All of that backline. Look, sure, you have experience. Look, sure, you have been at this club for freaking 14 years. You have seen five manager changes, and he still cannot defend well. Look, sure, you cannot mark yourself. You cannot mark your man. Maguire, how many times have you been beaten by a header? How many times has a ball flew past your head as a centre back? And you call yourself a good centre back? You go home and still be proud of yourself? You should be ashamed. You should even be training harder, because you are better than this. And you yourself, you should be asking yourself, why am I really receiving the wages that I deserve? Because this week I've done poor, and there should be a clause in this player's clauses, in this player's what do you call it, contracts, where every season, every goal we concede, there should be a penalty deducted in the salary, because surely we cannot be paying somebody like Bruno Fernandes 500K a week, and then we go lose to Hull City. That's what pisses me off. We pay these players 300K a week, they go lose to Hull City, and they receive the paycheck as if that thing has hurt them. Then what hurts the most is that we pay the ticket prices to go see them. We pay the train prices to go back home, and we suffer double. They don't even feel the pinch. The only pinch they feel is at the end of the season, when we finish at a certain position, because the season is deducted. But they should be feeling the pinch immediately. Yeah, United should find a way to structure these wages in a way where there's penalties immediately every week. You consider a certain amount of goals per week. Yes. And those players should realize it in their contracts. So our midfield duo needs to be called out. I don't even care whether they're new or not. That I need to call them out for failing to protect a back four that was clearly there to be exploited in the air. Tillman, Santos, that was you. You had a debut. You had one job as a new Man United player. I don't care whether he came from Aston Villa. I don't care whether he came from Chelsea, but you had a job. The flashes of quality, zero defensive control of the game state, that worries me. Santos, you know your job. Santos, you know your job. Tillman, you know your job. The CDMs, you know you should be protecting that defense back four. You know that you should not be letting reckless tackles win a set piece. And especially that is to you, Tillman, because I saw second one was considered by you. Second one, you're the one who fouled and let Slater get a free kick as well. And another one is to Dogo. Dogo, please, 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 and Carrick. Let Dogo not start as left wing again. The Dogos are horrible at left winger. He at the wings, horrible. Dogo's horrible at the wings. I don't know what Dogo was doing at the wings. he frustrated me during the preseason, and then how he's frustrated me during the Premier League season. Let's just go start the next game, please, please, please. And I don't want to see Cunha as striker. Cunha did a bad job as striker as well. Rashford was better off coming off the bench at halftime down 2-0. And what does it say that the Spurs going down, going 2-0 down, they did need an attacking change because yes, we needed to come back. But I think also we needed more of defensive subs as well because we needed to stabilize that defense because that defense was horrible. To our board, we need to sign a left back, we need to sign a centre backs, and not that scramble in the market for cheaper options. No, no. We need to sign quality left back. We need to go after Lewis Hall. We need to go after quality centre back, and that game proves it because we cannot be relying on our options at those two positions. Those two positions exposed us. And another guy I need to call out is Dalot, Bazari. Those two one of them needs to go, and we need a right back to compete with them. Thomason needs to be promoted. Yeah. The coach point of view, whoever who's on set piece duty on the coaching staff has to be named and shamed. This cannot be happening season after season without real accountability. What is that staff member doing in training? Yes, he has improved United in attacking set pieces, but what has he done to teach United how to improve in defending those set pieces? Yes, how to improve defending the set pieces and preventing them from entering the back of the net because he hasn't done shit. Yes. United's job, Carrick's job is now on a permanent basis. This was his moment to show why the interim tag came off. Instead, he showed us Shambal's performance. I've never seen this team shambolic as on his debut. I've never seen this team horrible and defending than on his debut. At 45 minutes, I wanted to switch off my TV because I was tired of watching United play that game. I was tired. I had switched off my TV because I said, well, at this point, we're going to go for 4-0. We're going to lose 4-0. I was frustrated. Yeah. And I'm going to set up the setup. What was Carrick doing setting up the team like that? The tactics, also the subs as well, the lack of urgency in the first half where United had the ball, but no cutting edge and a lack of and a leaking defense. What did Carrick do? What did Carrick should have changed tactics. Carrick should have realized shit. My ship is sinking. I should have changed tactics immediately and not wait for half time. Yeah. So the cloud to have missed this summer, was it enough? The squad that can be beaten twice from a newly promoted side, that raises real questions about the recruitment priorities. Attacking reforms, there needs to be attacking reinforcement of a specialist set piece coach or leadership at the back. How many licenses does it take and go? Is it still a team on transition 3+ years into the ownership of our well, and how long patience is going to last with the fans? Because I don't think there's a lot of patience that's going to last with the fans with this ownership, and this board needs to back us, not back us next season, not back us this season, not back us next season, they need back us this window. Yeah. If I own, to be honest, if I own this club and those Timbers rights, this Timbers rights will not be a right after a result like this. There will be a privilege. Yeah, and this privilege will mean these players will not even get to work on that Timbers, not get to sit on that Timbers. I'll tell these players to use the public cleared system so that they can see the faces of those fans, so that they can see the faces of those fans that they've had, and so that they don't have to sit on the team bus comfortable and be comfortable. They need to see the faces. They need to see who they've had by losing by dropping those points because it is depressing seeing United lose every week, and they need to see the pain that they've caused. That's how some of them wakes up and they realize, shit, I need to do better for myself. I need to do better as a player. I need to do better because none of these players mentally deserve to wear the badge of United in terms of mentality. We have too many dead wood. We have too many players trying to sabotage us. Yeah, yeah, why were we beaten? Not a bad luck. It's not a fluke of a scoreline. No, not too clean. It's too clean, repeatable failures at the set pieces against a side that scouted this specifically and executed it twice. And I give Hull City credit where it's due. They did that well. United dominated the general play and still lost by two. A classic control the game, lose the moments that matters, defeat. Yeah, and those moments and that thing we have had of control like United where United controls the game, lose the moments that matters, defeat. We have seen that kind of defeat many times last season. I thought that those kind of defeats will end last season. Regan Slater's delivery being the difference maker to both times. Credit to Hull City's game plan to nullify Man United's football through 90 minutes. We need with 10 seconds of chaos in the box twice. Yeah, I give credit to Hull City on that. Still credit what to do. And the big space attacking squad, Mbeumo, Cunha, Rashford, Bruno still haven't solved the small space physical set piece side of the game that cost the team this much more this team for multiple seasons. I have to blame Rashford there because Rashford has been in this squad longer than Cunha has. So Rashford knows better, and Rashford came on. We did not find a goal. So Rashford, welcome back to the squad, and you're still shit as always. Yeah, you left the team on loan being shit. You retired the team big shit, and I don't want you to be sold out of this club being shit as well. Such a shitty player. Yeah. So this is So what actually do we need? We need a recognized, battle-tested Premier League aerial dominant centre back. We don't need another ball-playing profile. We need someone who wins the ball fast. We need someone who wins first and second counters contacts in the box without giving away penalties, without giving away free kicks. Yeah, because I don't want to see this season at the lot in front of the centre back, covering the centre back because the centre back cannot tackle there. And that's Eden Heaven should not be starting games. He should be on coming off the bench. Euro should start games. And I wanted the Euro to start this game over Eden Heaven. Yeah, we also need a specialist set piece coaching staff as well. Full stop. This needs to be named as a start line need and not folded into general defending because this is what we need. We need a specialist set piece coaching staff members. We need one defending the set pieces because these players need to learn the basics of how to defend a set piece, how to defend a corner kick, how to defend a pedal, how to defend a penalty, how to defend a free kick, and because we'll be beaten more times this season. I'll come here streaming back every season, every game, because we will be beaten on set pieces, and that's what will piss me off more. And we need depth and leadership in that midfield to control the tempo and protect the back four, and not just quality on the ball as well. I know Baleba is coming, but Baleba is arriving in October. What are we going to sign temporary? Or who are we going to promote temporary that can fix our problem in September? Because I cannot afford to leak more points in the next four games, United. Please. if you love this club, as you say, I cannot afford to leak more points in the next 4 games. United. At this point, we'll even yes, we were even bottom of the table, but we'll stay bottom of this table for 4 games if it continues this way. Yes, question to the audience: does this window need a January reinforcement already? 1 game in, yeah. Hull City had gone 10 previous Premier League meetings against United without a single win, 2 draws, and 8 defeats before today. Yeah, plus a win. Yeah, plus a win as well, which makes the clearly how historic and how eliminating these results is in that context. Hull City are back in the top flight for the first time since 2017, and his side did this with a squad many had predicted will down, go straight back down. A squad that has spent big this transfer window versus a squad a promoted squad that has barely spent at all and still won comfortably. And that has been every freaking scenario every single time for United. Even last season, we did that against Sunderland. We lost to Sunderland. We lost to Ipswich, to Burnley. So this is the freaking norm for United every season, a promoted club. And yeah, so 2-0 to a club that has never beaten us, that has never beaten us consistently before on the opening day, with a manager who has just gotten a job on a permanent basis. I don't want to hear early days, but I want to hear how are we going to fix the set pieces we have been getting touched on for years. Drop your ethics below. Drop who you think should be benched for is pitched out, and I'll see you for the next one. This is Football Overseas, and I'm out of here. Subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you guys next time. Hopefully, United wins next game. It is, I guess, Ipswich Town. We need to win the next game. It's a must win. I don't want to hear these excuses. Yeah, the board needs a week. The board, this I want to see the board have a meeting this Sunday, and seeing the board have tell me who each left back are we going to be linked to. They need to close in on Lewis Hall signing. They need to close in on a Baldi signing. I want a left back signing in before Ipswich Town game, and I want to see him starting before Ipswich Town. I want to see Baleba still. I want to see Baleba still announced by United before Ipswich Town. Even though Baleba won't be available against Ipswich Town, but I want to see that being done. I want to see a centre back signing being almost finalized before Ipswich Town, because those two positions are the reasons why we that consider 3 points against Hull City, and we were shit on against Hull City. There was no full stop there. Yeah, and we need better. We demand better. We need to demand better from this ownership. We need to demand better from these players. Glory Man United, and we need better as a fan base and as a club, because the standards have dropped, and losing to Hull City is unacceptable. Yes. See you next time.